How would you just describe what your off season's been like, post surgery, and just the rehab process?
Yeah, it's been pretty chill, pretty straightforward. Obviously, biggest thing being able to get healthy and just kind of build into spring training how I would like. So overall, it's been a good one.
At what point during the season did you realize or think like you might need surgery after the season ended?
I've been dealing with this for a pretty long time. I'd say over a year, probably like a season and a half worth. Wasn't quite sure what it was in the beginning. That's why I wasn't, didn't do surgery and things like that. Did a bunch of rehab things, but got to the point where it felt like this was going to be necessary and it's going to be something that could kind of, get me back to where I want to be. So a decision was made, and now we're moving forward.
How much do you think it affected your ability to produce?
I think it always does, right? Like no one's going to give excuses for this, that, and the other. It was obviously my choice to play and to play through things, and we all do, right? Throughout the year, I think you see guys all the time at the end of the year. Oh, I didn't realize you were dealing with that. And, so no one makes excuses about it, but obviously when you're not healthy, it affects things. And it's our job to obviously figure out how to still be a productive player, in different ways. So.
Now that the surgery is done and you're feeling much better, how much are you just looking forward to being healthy and being ready for the season?
It's nice to feel like yourself again, right? It's nice to kind of give you a little bit of a reset, right? Getting a procedure done gives you an opportunity to kind of like get reset, refocus on the things that you need to do in order to be healthy and stay healthy. So, that's kind of what our process has looked like most of this year.
You can hit the ground running in spring training.
That's the plan. Yeah. Like I said, feeling pretty good. Just kind of taking each day and doing what I need to do in order to be ready. I'm not concerned or worried about having to take time off or do anything different in spring training. Obviously, it's a little bit of a different ramp up than in years past because of the series in Japan. But I knew that going into the procedure and everything as well. So. Just excited to be able to get back out there and start doing some things.
What have you thought of the way the roster's evolved over the offseason, especially adding Kyle Tucker?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
What have you thought of the way the roster's evolved, especially adding Kyle Tucker?
Yeah, obviously I think that one kind of speaks for itself. I don't need to spend a lot of time up here to tell you guys how good of a player he is. He's obviously a premier player in our league, has been for quite some time, and I think now that we obviously have him on our team and people kind of understand how good he is and what he can do other than just at the plate, right? He's a great defender. He runs the bases well. Been a part of a lot of winning teams, so having that kind of experience is big. But Jed's obviously done a great job with just some pitching depth. I think you've seen that time and time again of him just going out and getting guys that are capable of getting outs at the big league level. So. I think there's a lot of excitement, right, just in what we can become and, how we can kind of figure and fit things together in order to be as successful as we want to be.
You got to be around Matt Shaw and see he's working with Luke and kind of type of questions you asked last spring. And just he has an opportunity this spring to maybe make his roster. What do you think of the opportunity he has ahead? What did you think of him?
Yeah, he obviously, he's such a good kid, right? I say kid. He's such a good guy. He hits the ball really hard. He's a gamer. He's willing to do anything and everything to be able to win. There's not much of an ego associated with him, and the more guys you can have like him on a team, obviously bodes well for success for a group. So we've all kind of been in those shoes at one point or another, right? When we're coming up through the ranks and have an opportunity to break with the team. So I'm just excited for him and this opportunity he has in spring to be able to put his best foot forward, and we'll see how things go.
With Sammy Sosa back in the organization, you talked about watching Cubs games as a kid. Do you have any memories? Were you old enough to remember watching him?
I will say I think everybody that kind of around that era and watching guys of that era would like mimic the Sammy Hop, So. It was pretty remarkable what he was able to do. You don't have that kind of career and post the way he did and hit the homers and produce the way he did without being such a great player and having a great mind for the game. So just glad that he's back. Glad to have the opportunity to be able to talk hitting with him at some point and to be able to sit down and just chat through things because there's obviously a lot of experience and advice in there, and being able to pick that brain is going to be pretty awesome for us.
What did you have done surgically?
What did I had a core procedure done just to kind of fix up some things that weren't working how they were supposed to.
We all silly like the mayor.